A composer is someone who is interested in the world and the sounds around them, and uses music to communicate their ideas and feelings with other people, just like a writer uses words or an artist might use paint. Being a composer means thinking about why you want to create a new piece of music, who are you writing it for, how will you do that using different sounds, structures, and musical techniques. Composers have to plan and make decisions, but they also experiment and invent, trying out loads of different ideas and playing with sounds until they find or create what they're looking for. Then they write down their ideas so that other people can perform them. The London Sinfonietta wants to hear your musical ideas and compositions. We are commissioning you to write new music for us. Take part in our composition challenges, see what you can create and send it to us so that we can share it or perform it for you. Composers can choose to write down their musical ideas in lots of different ways. Meet composer Deborah Pritchard, who likes to use colours and shapes to create her music.
I'm Deborah Pritchard, I'm a composer, and I created this postcard piece, Colour Circle, for the London Sinfonietta. You can see that I've chosen 5 different colours and shapes to work with, ranging from peaceful floating green to blazing yellow. And it's these varying moods, intensities, even sense of rhythm and speed that I've chosen as my starting point. In my piece, I explore how these elements can build, accumulate and transform. And you can see in the circle the many ways that the performer might make these decisions. Where do they start? How do they interpret it? Does it all lead through as one piece, or is it in separate sections? I loved the idea of creating something that gave the performer that level of decision making. Composing like this is a great way to work, and it allows you to have much more freedom than usual, and also hands over a lot of possibility to the performer as well, which is exciting for both composer and musician.
That was Deborah Pritchard's Colour Circle performed by London Sinfonietta principal trombone Byron Fulcher. Now it's your turn to compose. The London Sinfonietta is commissioning you to write your own postcard piece. You can try composing using visual instructions. Start by creating a line that a musician can follow. What happens if you change the length or shape of your lines? Or create a more frantic line that moves in different directions. How does this shape sound different? Could you tell how loud it would be just by looking? You can also use different colours to create different moods. Do you prefer the blue or the yellow music? Or you can use words as written instructions. If you want, you can add some musical notation. Use any pictures or rhythms you like as a starting point, then try out some other ideas. If you need some inspiration before you create your own postcard piece, have a look at some other composers who create visual scores. James Tenney uses shapes, colours, words, line graphs and musical notation to create short, exciting compositions. In Cellogram, he uses lines on a graph to show the pitches and direction of the sound. Where do you think the highest note is? His piece, having never written a note for percussion, only uses one note. He uses musical terms to show how loudly or quietly he wants it to be played. Can you see the pause sign in the middle of the piece? How long would you hold it on for? Samantha uses a little fragment of musical notation in her piece, along with bright colour washes and some lines and dots to give it a sense of movement and direction. What do you think this piece might sound like? We want to see and hear your compositions, so please send us your postcard pieces to compositionchallenge@londonsinfonietta.org.uk. You can also find more information about us and watch the London Sinfonietta perform at www.londonsinfonietta.org.uk. We look forward to hearing your music soon.